So Bilal, how is Tierra going? What's the biggest challenge you've got at the minute?
Tierra's going really well. So at the moment, the biggest challenge I would say is scaling. It's hard when you have lots of different clients coming in, and you also need to hire at the same time. And it's tough to know who you're hiring full time, who you're hiring on a contract basis, who you're hiring on a even part-time basis. So I think scaling at the moment is tough. We've got a really good offering. We have just the creme de la creme of developers and product designers. And we just have a great team. Like it's a really good. There's a really good team atmosphere at the moment, both in Malaysia and in UK. Just the challenge is growing it. I think growing it in response to demands from customers and potential clients. So I think scaling at the moment is the issue that we're facing, but it's one that it's a good problem to have. I like to say.
Cool.
Yeah.
So a tough question.
Oh damn. Yeah.
So AI is everywhere. It's marching forward. How's that impacting your business? Is it making it easier, or is it making it more difficult? I've led you down a path there, but
yeah.
How is AI?
Well, I know that you're like an experienced software developer, so I'm going to seem really out of my depth here. Though I run a software development company, hot take. I think that it's actually making my business more profitable. The reason why is because we have a lot of clients coming in who have built software using AI. Like they've used, for example, Loveable. I don't know if you heard of Loveable. That's one of the AI, or Cursor or something like this. And they build a good prototype, and I think these sort of tools are great for prototypes. But they often want to expand beyond that first version. They want to iterate, just like we do in any product that we make. And the problem with that is Loveable and Cursor and any AI-generated product can't really go beyond that first or second version. They're great for proofs of concepts, but beyond that, it's really tough. And so we've inherited a lot of products from AI that were built using AI. And to be honest, most of the time we've had to rebuild it from scratch. But the AI still helps us because we have like a nice little template, we have designs to work from. But all in all, I think AI has been great. So on that front, we get more customers because it's kind of opened up the gate for people to actually start building their prototypes. That idea in their head is no longer just an idea, it's something that they've actually visualized, they've seen. And my rudimentary way of doing that back in the day was just to make mock-ups, make sort of wireframes, hand draw them. And now the new way is, of course, to build it using Cursor or Loveable or any one of these. So it's helped us dramatically in that sense because so many more people, everyday people who aren't in tech, are building their prototypes. And that's great because now they see what it could be and we can help them actually build that. The second way, sorry, it's a bit of a long answer, but the second way is our developers are using AI. We made sure from the get-go that any developer who's not used AI yet needs to get on board, because one of the things that we tell our customers is our development is a lot quicker. I mean, you know this yourself, but especially front-end development, it's amazing how expedited front-end development could be. The building of UIs, making it pixel perfect, just by showing AI like a screenshot or an image of the design plus a few actual parameters copied over from Figma. It's really, really simple. So I think front-end development has been expedited a lot. I don't know how much though back-end development can be quickened by AI. I guess it's going to be constantly improving. Yeah.
So is that going on that you're getting customers now not having an idea, they've actually got a working prototype? Is that making things easier? You said you've got to start from scratch, but is the actual onboarding easier because you've got something tangible that you can work with as a team?
Absolutely.
What is the downside of having that though? Is there a negative to that as well as a positive?
The negative is perhaps some of these prototypes, I'll give you an example, like some of these prototypes that are built using Loveable, I saw this the other day actually, a landing page would be built or a marketing site, and the marketing site that Loveable has built has all these features on there that they've described but they haven't actually built. And the people behind it might think that those features are built using Loveable, but they're not actually there. They're just showing up in the landing page and it looks very pretty. So I think AI can have the potential for misleading people who aren't in tech to understand how complex some of these features are to actually build. So that's probably the disadvantage of AI. Another disadvantage is, of course, like a lot of people think that they can continue iterating using AI, and it just ends up not working, and then things are broken. I think another possible problem with AI developed software is things that software developers build like inherently, like for example on a web app, making sure that all the breakpoints are covered, that it's responsive. I've seen that quite a bit in some AI generated web apps where you try to use it on your mobile phone and it just doesn't work. So those are the disadvantages of it. Was there another part of the question though? I think you said something else.
No, I think that's covered it.
Okay.
I think, so touching on the sort of risk with AI,
Yeah.
and there's been a lot of news stories. So Replit, one of the big tools that's similar to Loveable,
Yeah.
their AI bot started deleting production data and then started lying about it. How do you sort of go about mitigating that risk with the project, but then also sort of dealing with customers' fears and potential clients' fears that might happen to their system, even though you're using your AI to develop it and you're a bit more professional? Is that sort of a conversation that you're going to have to start having, and what's the challenges you see with that moving forward?
Oh, good question. I think if a customer came with that sort of worry, I would say we use AI, but we use it very meticulously. So we don't use it to in any area that could cause a potential risk to the business. So we'd use it to generate UI, the front end, for example, but anything that handles user data, we would never integrate that with AI, at least not at this stage, unless the product demands it, or like with AI automation, the stuff that you do. I guess that would involve processing quite a bit of data. But for us, it's just like a tool that developers use to help enhance their own work, rather than sort of enhance the app at the moment. Yeah.
Cool. Right, questions, mate.